Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. So I'm looking over here at the Collecting Phyrexia article on Wizards of the Coast website, and you can always find these for a set by going to Google and typing in WotC collecting and then the set name. And so I was looking through this, and I like to come look at these just to see like the distribution of cards in different boxes and what all the variants are and everything. So I was scrolling down and I got to this image. And of course, we have Alesh Norn, and we have 5 different variants of this card in this set. And so I went on and I read some more, and then eventually I came over to TCG Player, and I started doing some searching. So you see, I've plugged in Alesh Norn, and then I filtered for Phyrexia, all will be one, and there are 10 variants here. And so what you have is some of these like step and complete foil, and the step and complete foil treatment, it just makes it look like there's Phyrexian runes on the card in foil. But there's that treatment, there's the oil slick treatment, but it doesn't come in collector boxes. It only comes in that bundle that's being hyped so hard right now. And so I was looking at this and I was wondering, there are 10 variants of this card, but wait, it gets worse. So if we come over here and we go to list view, what we can do is we can hit normal, and it'll show us all the ones that have a normal non-foil variant. So 1, 2, and obviously the oil slick raised foil only comes in foil, but 3, and the step and complete foil only comes in foil. But 4, the borderless, 5, the concept. So there are 5 non-foil variants of this. And then if we basically do the opposite search, we want to look at just foil, and we take normal off. So the regular card has a foil variant. The Phyrexian text card has a foil variant. The showcase has a foil. And then some of these other ones are obviously only in foil. But basically all 10 of the original variants have at least a foil version, and then 5 of them have a non-foil version. So in total, you end up with 15 variants of this card. And now, just in the collector boxes, the oil slick cards do not come in the collector boxes, but all the rest can. So you have 14 possible variants of this card in the collector box. And this is something, we've seen it more and more with Magic in the last couple of years. It's been a problem in the sports card world for over a decade, maybe close to 2 decades now. And it's just way too many variants. And something that we've seen specifically when this happens to Magic is that the variants just aren't worth as much. They don't command as much value. Basically, people can't figure out what's what, which one is rarer, what they should chase, what they shouldn't, what's too common. And so if the underlying card is not particularly strong, then the prices of the presence of all these variants drives down the value. And I'm worried that that's what we're going to see with collector boxes for Phyrexia, is that there are just too many variants and people kind of lose interest. And on top of that, it's a standard set. So I thought, what else could we look at? Well, Jace, the Perfected Mind. So again, I searched Jace, and then I came and I put a filter on it for Phyrexia, and we can do the same kind of thing. We can go to list view, and we can say what are all the explicitly normal variants. So the regular card, the borderless, and the Phyrexian text. So this says out of stock, but the reason it says that is because it doesn't exist. And so there's 3 normal variants of Jace, and if we come and change it to the opposite, so we'll add the foil filter and get rid of the normal filter. So the regular card has a foil, borderless foil, Phyrexian text foil, and then the step and complete, which is always a foil, the oil slick, and the Phyrexian step and complete. And so with this Jace card in Phyrexia, you have 9 variants. And of those 9, the oil slick foil is not available in the collector box, but all the rest of them are. And so you're going to have 8 variants of him in these boxes. And so it's that kind of fatigue. And I'm considering not buying collector boxes of this set, at least initially. It's a standard set, so they've generally done poorly. And I think that may be too generous of a statement. They've done pretty bad over the last couple of years. standard product collector boxes, with the exception of Brothers War, and those are holding okay. They're only holding okay because the serialized cards are really a great chase card and are continuing to sell well in the secondary market. And so last, we'll do this for just some random rare I pulled out of the set. Bloated Contaminator. I have no idea if it's good or not, but if we go to this list view and we say who's got normal, so just a normal version of the card, non-foil, and the extended art non-foil, and then if we reverse those filters, and we have the foil regular border and the foil extended art. So again, for just a run-of-the-mill rare in this set, you have 4 variants. And I'm generally pessimistic about the price of the collector box because of this, because it's a standard set, and then again, just the macro environment, the way WotC is running things. So I'm probably not going to be buying these collector boxes initially. Either I will wait until they fall or I will just miss out. And I'm fine with that. I'll probably buy additional set boxes to compensate. So let me know what you think. We saw a little bit of this in Modern Horizons 2, right? So the enemy fetch lands in MH2 had 7 variants. They had regular border, foil, and non-foil. They had borderless, foil, and non-foil. They had retro frame, foil, and non-foil. And then they had retro frame etched foil. They had 7 variants. But the underlying card, it's enemy fetch lands. And so it's a perennial winner of card that will never go out of style in Magic. And so that kind of thing can support it. But when you have run-of-the-mill cards that have 4 variants, you've got Jace, yeah, could be a good card. Maybe, we'll see how it's received. But 8 variants of Jace coming in the collector boxes, 14 variants of the first card coming in the collector boxes. It's just too many, and I think it's going to water down the value and push down the prices of the collector boxes. So let me know if you disagree. I'd like to hear the counter arguments to this. I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on Final Trade. Thanks a lot.